What is up, my peoples of the YouTube? Ahi Boy here, bringing you a MW3 gameplay slash commentary with the MK14. What you're watching is a 72-9 domination 6v6 match, and I was playing with a few of my friends. We're having a blast playing some MW3, and this is my final result of the game. I skipped through parts of the gameplay. Well, actually, I should say I kill streaked through the kill streak parts just because they're not as, I guess, entertaining, and some viewers might find it very boring to watch. But anyway, I have an exciting topic to talk about today. I actually have two topics to discuss. First being a gun comparison between the MSMC and the Skorpion EVO 3, both submachine guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, how do you know anything about these guns when the game hasn't launched yet? Well, I have watched a few videos, none of which are gun comparisons between these two guns, and I'm not sure if any commentator has really done a comparison between these two guns in specific. They might have touched briefly about the two guns, but not a whole commentary devoted to these two guns and comparing them. And like I already said, these two guns are submachine guns, and they're both closely related to guns that were in previous Call of Duties and Call of Duty Black Ops, and so that's really why I want to compare them, and I want you guys to make an informed decision on which one you should use when the game comes out to better improve your score, your KD if you care about that, and also to help you rank up faster. But anyway, to start off this, I want to talk a little about the Skorpion EVO 3. That is the name of the gun. It's a submachine gun. It normally has a 32 round magazine, and if you boost that up to extended mags, you get up to 43 rounds, which is sort of an odd number. I don't know why they chose that number, but you know, whatever. That's how it is. 43 rounds. Anyway, moving on. This gun really closely relates to the MP7 in Modern Warfare 3 in some respects, including the high fire rate. It has a fire rate similar to the MP7 in MW3, except it seems like an MP7 with rapid fire, but it's in its solid state. So I think that's something that's pretty cool. And also, it looks very similar. Well, no, sorry, that's not what I meant. It doesn't look similar, but its iron sights look similar to that of the MP7. They kind of have that flattened iron sights with that little rectangular object in the middle and that small red dot. So they look very similar in those respects, and I don't think the Skorpion would be as an effective gun as it looks to be from gameplays and previews and such if it didn't have its high fire rate. That's what makes it different than the other submachine guns, because it has a very high fire rate. That's what gets it up in that section to compete with the other submachine guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Next, I want to talk a little about the MSMC. It's also the submachine gun closely related to the Skorpion EVO 3. This gun actually has a regular standard clip size of 30 rounds, and if you boost it up to extended mags, it bumps it up 10 rounds to 40. That's not very big considering that the Skorpion EVO has 43, but it does come in handy in those situations that you might need a few extra bullets, because every bullet does really count if you think about it. This gun closely relates to the AK-74U that was previously seen in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. It has a similar kick to that gun, where it's more unpredictable, more up and down motion, maybe a little right, maybe a little left at times, as opposed to the Skorpion EVO, which tends to have a back and forth kick instead of an up and down kick, like the MP7. In addition, this gun looks very similar to the AK-74U from Black Ops, and so does its iron sights, which have that curvature around the edges and then the vertical rectangle in the very middle of it. My personal preference on iron sights is where the Skorpion EVO 3, the iron sights that one has, just because I like the MP7 and how that one looks. so that's going to help me make my decision on which iron sights I like better. And that's mainly really why I'm trying to compare it with guns that we've previously seen in Call of Duty, just because it helps you make that informed decision. I think I might have already said that on this commentary. I keep on forgetting. But anyway, yeah, that's that. So to conclude with this subject, I want to say that the Skorpion EVO 3 holds the edge in recoil, range, and magazine size, because range is something I really haven't mentioned yet. And I want to say range because it doesn't have that up and down kick, which makes it harder to aim and see enemies at longer ranges. It has that flat recoil, which everyone tends to like. And then the higher fire rate in addition, which makes it a beast gun. And it does hold its edge in recoil because it has that flattened recoil, as I already said. And the magazine size is bigger. So the MSMC has a better hip fire accuracy, actually. And you might be wondering, how do you know that? Have you seen that much gameplay that you would know that and have done tests? Well, no. I've seen, well, yes to the first part, but no to the second part. I was watching one of the tournaments for Call of Duty Black Ops, and in the tournament it was Optic versus this other team. I'm not really sure what their name was, but anyway, it seemed all the members of the Optic were using the MSMC by hip firing it only, and it seemed pretty cool because they weren't really missing any shots. And I think that helps me to see its hip fire accuracy and its range when hip firing. So that's why I say it holds the edge in hip fire accuracy. And it also is, like I already said, similar to the design of the AK-74U. And the AK-74U is known for its overpowered aspects. So I'm curious to see how the MSMC will turn out, just because the AK-74U, its close partner, is so overpowered, and I think that might be something to look out for in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. But anyway, that's all I have to talk about on that subject. The last subject I want to talk about in this commentary is a top secret hidden update that happened to the game in Saturday, I think it was. I'm not really sure. I just went on my vault on Saturday and noticed that things had changed. So I want to tell you what things have changed in Modern Warfare 3. Well, first, the major change was that you now have 24 slots in your vault, no matter if you're an Elite Premium member or just a non-premium member, or you're not even on Elite or something. You're still going to have 24 slots in your vault. They made that addition to the game, and I'm really enjoying it because I don't have to pick which gameplays I have to get rid of. I can just keep all my gameplays in my vault and just continue to add, because I have now 24 slots. And I did do a few tests on this. I went around, asked some friends to go check their vaults because they were non-premium members, and they said that they had 24 too. They were surprised just as much as me. So go check out your vault, make sure you have 24. Come back and leave a comment telling me if you have that or not. And also leave me a comment telling whether you like the MSMC better or the Skorpion EVO 3 based off my commentary. My personal opinion is that the Skorpion EVO 3 is going to be better, but we're really just going to have to wait and see. And one more thing I want to mention in this commentary is it is double XP weekend on Modern Warfare 3. So go play the game. You'll get double gun and score XP towards your leveling up and acquiring new prestige tokens and prestiging and whatnot. I'm not really sure why you would want a prestige at this point, but some people still want to do it. So hope you enjoyed this commentary and found it informative. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more.